The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has continued until now, and we have to say that the balance of victory has begun to tilt towards Russia. Judging from recent battlefield performance, the Russian army has launched a full-scale counterattack against the Ukrainian army. According to media reports, after learning the previous lessons, the Russian army has assembled nearly 500,000 soldiers in eastern Ukraine, especially in the strategically important Bakhmut area, which is heavily defended by the Ukrainian army. The Russian army has completed a complete siege of the area. Once the Russian army took Bakhmut, it completely opened up the logistics supply route from the entire Donbass region to the 4 states in eastern Ukraine. This undoubtedly provided sufficient guarantee for the Russian army to attack the hinterland of the Ukrainian army and even overthrow the Kiev regime. Ideal is full, the reality is very skinny. Although the Russian army currently has an advantage on the Russian-Ukrainian battlefield, its opponents are not that simple. According to the Associated Press, the United States has personally come to the battlefield to directly participate in the war. In order to help the Ukrainian army use NATO weapons and equipment, the CIA has sent a large number of American mercenaries to Ukraine. The Russia-Ukraine conflict, which has lasted for more than a year, has depleted the Ukrainian army's elite troops. Most of the current Ukrainian army are soldiers recruited temporarily, lacking combat and tactical experience. The United States is very clear about this. Under such circumstances, the United States can only send U.S. troops to use weapons, otherwise the aided U.S.-made weapons and equipment will become targets of the Russian army. This decision of the United States severely shattered the illusions of those who wanted to say that the U.S. military would not participate in the war. The Ukraine crisis has become the focus of the struggle between the two major powers, Russia and the United States. In the absence of achieving the set goals, the Biden administration in the United States will not withdraw easily. Faced with this decision of the United States, how will Russia respond? You must know that it is American mercenaries who entered Ukraine to participate in the war, not the U.S. military. Even if the Russian army knows that they are the U.S. military, what can they do? After all, the Russian army also used Wagner mercenaries. This is the ingenuity of the international game. It doesn't matter if Russian and American troops fight on the Ukrainian battlefield. The U.S. troops actually participating in the war were mercenaries of the Ukrainian army, and they were still Ukrainian troops in name. In this case, the Russian army has no reason to use nuclear weapons. Moreover, once nuclear weapons are used, this game cannot be played. Finally, if you want to get more information about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, you can continue to follow this channel.